Hello everyone. So today I had the privilege of going into Atherton High School with my partner in crime, Jessica Taylor from the Path Foundation. And we got to speak to 30 amazing young women in the Phenomenal Women group about how they show up and about how the labels in our life dictate and impact and influence how we show up day to day. And I just want to give you a couple of my thoughts about what I heard and what I saw and give you some things to think about in your life. You know, these young women were so amazing at being vulnerable enough to open up and share some of their stories and some of the labels that have really impacted them. And so one of the questions we asked is, what is normal? And how does normal impact, our lives? And so what we found out was, or what I heard today in today's group is, when people perceive you as not fitting into the norm or what they consider normal, right? What do? They get nasty and they start attacking you and putting these labels on you. And some of the labels we heard is this beautiful young woman stood up and said, she was an African American woman and said, I've been labeled white because I didn't talk a certain way or I didn't wear what other people wanted me to wear. And then some girl stood up and we had a girl hold her back so she could have her support and said she felt fat or people called her fat. Right? And she maybe wore that a long time and she has to learn to unwear that label. So sometimes, right, when we don't fit into the norm, people attack us for that. And what I try to encourage people to think about is when we have low self-esteem, we take those words that people use and we hang them on our soul and we wear them because we lack self-esteem. And it's sometimes good to remember that when people come and they put labels on you, they get nasty or they do whatever, they're not attacking you as a person, they're attacking what they don't understand. And us getting defensive and trying to just retaliate is not going to get them to change their opinion about it. And we do not have to wear the labels that people put on us, and we can refuse to wear those. So the last thing we talked about, we only had about an hour today, but I talked a lot about Joel Osteen's sermon about the power of I am, and how the I ams in your life will shape the direction that you end up going. And so what I did is I ended up creating this bookmark. And on one side is the poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley, which I really like. And then on the back, we had some 5 I am statements. And the first one I filled in, it says, I am good enough. And if you were going to get rid and refuse to wear all those labels in your life, and you were going to create some new labels, and put some new energy out in your life of how you're going to show up, what would those I am statements be? And we had them create 4 other ones that they wanted for their life. And I'm telling you what, everyone, some of this I am statements were just amazing. Some of them were, again, I am good enough, or I am perfectly imperfect, or I am uniquely me, and I am black and beautiful. And then we had this one woman walk down and she says, I am the queen of my life. And what we talked about is, if these are your I am statements, that's not enough just to say it, right? But now, how do your actions and how do you need to show up personifying and demonstrating what these I am statements are? So wherever you are in your life today, whatever you're going through, to make it easy, I'm going to invite you just to write one I am statement for your life that's different than maybe what you haven't done in the past. What I am statement do you need to own and declare today that you can start showing up and believing in it? And even if you don't believe in it today, just say it every day. Because the more you can put it out there, the more you'll start to believe it. You didn't get wearing those other labels overnight. People put them on you for so long, you started to believe them. And so I want you to take them off today and get some new labels for your life and start saying them long enough until you learn to believe them so you can show up that way. So I know, I got to go from Brene Brown, which is the power of vulnerability, and I'm good enough, to Joel Osteen, which is all about the power of I ams and how your I ams affect you, all the way to Atherton High School. So thank you to Brene Brown, thank you to Joel Osteen, thank you for everyone that watched and helped me even prepare to get ready for this. Thank you, Jessica Taylor, for being such an amazing partner and going in and working with these girls. Thank you to all the young women at Atherton High School. You truly are phenomenal women, and you will do great things. Continue to live your I am statements. For everyone watching this, no one tells you that they believe in you. Please know that I believe in you. You're going to do amazing things, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.